Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Property Podcast. My name is Lance Mulu.
My name is Warren.
And this is episode 3 of our YouTube channel. And if you've listened to the last couple of episodes that we've had, we are all about property, about real estate, and we're all about opening the curtains to let you know what goes on in the background in the minds of real estate agents. And our goal and our hope is that you can be enlightened by our experiences, and it will help you moving forward, whether you are buying or selling a property. And with that said, today's topic I really wanted to talk about, and it's something that's coming up quite a lot when I'm speaking to vendors or clients that are selling their houses, is why should I be paying for marketing? Why should I be paying to market my property when I could be going free? What is best? Free marketing, and I'm sure, and I'm saying free because you'll deal with real estate agents who provide free marketing, and it appeals to a lot of owners because it's free. Everybody wants free stuff. So my question to Warren and what we're going to talk about today is, why should I be paying for marketing when I could be going with an agent or with an agency that provides free marketing?
Okay, so I'll just put it this way. Everyone actually uses TradeMe.
TradeMe, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, everybody
uses
knows TradeMe, yeah.
So basically, why TradeMe is actually having a paid tier and a free tier. Why are we having that? So what is the advantage of actually having a paid tier? Now, a paid tier actually has a maximum exposure.
Okay.
For example, if you are selling something on TradeMe, then you basically add on maybe say another $50. Your exposure on your product is actually being exposed to a wider audience.
Okay.
A wider audience that actually sees value for that product that you are selling on TradeMe.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing as your property as well. Now the thing is, a lot of time, even when I actually talk to clients as well, the client will actually say, "Oh, but this agent actually gives me free marketing. Why should I be paying for?"
Yeah, that's common.
So that's usually my that's usually my answer. But also, if you dive deeper a little bit, free marketing is not actually free marketing, to be honest. Now, why I say that?
Why?
Now, free marketing, right? Free marketing, a lot of times, they use this to actually sell, to actually get the listing from the vendor.
Is that something that happens
Yeah,
regularly?
they do it all the time.
Okay.
Say, I'll offer you free marketing, I'll throw in this, I'll throw in that, but they never read the fine print.
Okay.
They can actually lock you in for like 6 months.
Sounds a little bit unethical to me.
Kind of.
Especially if people are not made aware of what they're signing up for.
Especially the agency agreement.
Okay.
You as a vendor, you have the right to actually ask.
Okay.
Yeah, what is free? What is exactly free? They'll give you photographs, they'll give you TradeMe, blah blah blah, everything. But yeah, they'll post it on TradeMe, but you'll be on page 10.
This is so overwhelming. So what would, let's say, a paid marketing campaign, a good paid marketing campaign, how much? What would the investment look like for that, and what would be included in a paid marketing campaign?
Well, basically, you need, first and foremost, you need photograph. You need photographs.
Professional photography.
Yeah, photography. You need videos. Videos are the best way to actually engage the buyer.
Videos. Warning sign: if your real estate agent is using the iPhone to take photos.
Yeah, please.
Professional photography. That is the way that we do things in 2024. None of this. I know we can take good photos with this, but you should not. Taking photos of on your iPhone. Anyway, so you got professional photography. We're talking about video, and by that, we're talking about some night shoots. It might have drone footage.
Yeah,
so something that really a point of difference. So what else? Signboard?
Yeah, signboard.
Okay.
You need a signboard to actually tell people that you're actually selling.
Yeah.
So especially those properties that's on this road frontage or even along a long driveway.
Yes.
Having a signboard basically just tells everyone that your house is basically for sale.
That's pretty. That's pretty standard. Tell us a bit about the tiers. You were talking about tiers on TradeMe and something being on page 10. What do you? How do you get on page 1?
So on page 1, we usually there is a. Right now in August 2024, if you're listening now, so there is this thing called a platinum package.
Platinum package.
Platinum package where your property you will actually have maximum exposure for the entire 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So everyone that actually search for maybe say like Henderson or Massey, or around the area, your property will be on page 1 right at the top.
Yeah.
Right at the top. So if that buyer is not even looking at maybe say Henderson or whatsoever, TradeMe actually sends your property into the first page, on the
Yeah.
results page, and that buyer might be interested in your property. So that's why I say, there's always advantage, and there's a huge advantage, especially with exposure
Yeah.
for your property on TradeMe and other platforms as well.
So TradeMe is the number one platform, and TradeMe will get way more viewers than the individual agency websites.
Yeah,
I would
of course.
say, yeah.
Of course. So TradeMe, those people again, people looking on TradeMe. So those are the active buyers.
Yeah.
Now those are the active buyers. How about
What do you mean? What do you mean by active buyers?
So
people?
active buyers who are actively looking for
A house,
properties, they want to buy. They're always looking at TradeMe. They're on their watch list is like 100 over properties,
Yes.
that kind of thing. So those are the active buyers.
Yeah.
But there's also another part of the thing, which is the dormant buyers.
Dormant buyers.
Yeah.
Dormant ones.
Yeah, the dormant ones. Those who are not on TradeMe, not actively looking, and things like that.
Okay.
So there is also a certain budget that I will also allocate to
Yeah.
advertising, especially on social platform.
Excellent.
Yeah, so this is like, for example, a parent actually happened to actually see this property. Hey, I can actually buy it for my son. Hey, I can actually,
Okay.
buy it for my daughter, or things like that. So those are the dormant buyers as well. So
Okay.
you need the active buyers and you need the dormant buyers.
That's really interesting, because I suppose most of us agents are always thinking of the active buyers because we want people that are like really searching right now. Does it make sense to invest in a limb from a vendor's point of view,
Yes.
as opposed to just leaving it to a buyer to buy it themselves?
So usually a limb is actually, like I said, this will always be included in all my marketing package when
Yeah.
I actually talk to my clients. Now the thing is, what you want is an updated limb, a recently ordered limb.
Yeah.
And when you actually give that to the buyer, it gives them confidence.
Okay, just for those people who don't understand what is in a limb, generally speaking, a limb will be like,
Yeah, whether it's that consents or whether
Yes.
it's the CCC, whether it's floodplains and
Yeah.
a lot of information.
so it's got a
has
lot of
yeah.
it's got a lot of really good stuff. Like I've always described it as like a warrant of fitness for the house. So if there's stuff that if you're looking at a 4-bedroom house, the limb should suggest it's a 4-bedroom house.
Yeah.
If you're looking at a limb and it's saying 4 bedrooms and the house you're looking at has got 5 bedrooms, extra bathroom, a second level, there's something that's not right there. So it's really important
Yeah.
for a buyer's due diligence to have an updated limb.
Yeah,
Ex-
and
exactly.
something to actually take note of as well, especially with a property that actually has unconsented works.
And it's common. There's
Yeah,
lots of those.
It's common. It's
Yeah.
common, and the thing is, you're gonna have problems getting the property insured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in regards to the limb, that in itself is another conversation, because there's a lot of pros and cons, and there's some things there about understanding the benefits of having a limb, so that you can just save yourself money and not get into that, into trouble when you're selling a home with unconsented works.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think it's also, because not everyone actually reads the limb. So one good tip that I always advise home buyers buying a property is to actually go to the agent and actually ask, is there any unconsented works or any disclosure when going at a property? The agent has to actually disclose that to the buyers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So that's a good tip. Always ask. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So if we're talking about marketing budget, I think for a lot of people who don't quite understand what sort of investment they should pay, what are we looking at, generally speaking, for a good marketing budget?
I think it's between $4,500 to about $5,000.
So
around that.
$4,500 to $5,000. I think in context, if on its own it looks like a lot of money, and it is a lot of money. But if you put it next to the fact that you are marketing your property, you're marketing something that's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the conversations I have with a lot of vendors is that extra $2,000 or $3,000 that you invest into your marketing could get you the buyer that will pay another $10,000 or $20,000 more than if you didn't invest that $5,000. It's a lot of money, but we're not selling a packet of chips. You're selling a massive investment that's in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So the question that I always put to vendors is spending an extra $2,000 or $3,000 on marketing, investing that could be the difference between you selling your house for this much and getting another $10,000. So that is the question I always put back. And yes, you could go with the free marketing, but I can guarantee that the agent who offers you free marketing is not paying that
Oh,
$5,000
yeah.
out of their back pocket
Yeah.
to make sure that you're on page 1 of
No.
Trade Me.
No.
Try asking them.
Yeah,
It's,
try. Yeah.
it's probably likely that you're going to be on Trade Me page 10 or 11 or somewhere like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so yeah, if you've ever experienced any of this sort of stuff around marketing, please comment below and share with us what your experiences are. Would like to know whether what we're saying here you're seeing out in your own experiences, or whether or not. Feel free to disagree if your experience is different. We would love to know, and we will respond to every question that you have on the comments below.
Yeah. Also, another thing, if I may to actually add as well, as a homeowner, if someone actually comes along and actually offers you free marketing, okay, just put it back to them. Just put it back to them and just say that, look, if I'm gonna actually give you another $3,000, just to market my property, what can you actually do with that?
Yeah.
And then the agent, maybe we can actually do this. We can actually do up the Trade Me post a little bit more.
Yes.
We can actually do social media and things like that. Look, that basically tells you that free marketing is not free marketing. It's just basically limiting your exposure. Or
100%.
your property's exposure into the market. So like I said, free marketing and paid marketing, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, and social media is such a massive thing that it's in the 15, 20 years ago, most people would have felt like putting a signboard in front of their house and putting an ad on the newspaper would be sufficient. But today in the current market, we could be marketing. Your social media could reach a buyer in Wellington. If you're in Auckland, it's basically nationwide, and it can also be picked up by overseas buyers. So the investment, that's how I look at marketing. It's an investment because it could get us that one buyer that will pay you a lot more than the $5,000 higher than the next buyer, and that's where it makes sense to me to look at investing and be very, very wary if someone is offering you free marketing, because you could very well be doing yourself a disservice. Yeah, you might sell your house, but you'll never know if you could have got the maximum price if you just invested an extra couple of thousand. We've run through the list of where that money goes. Got to be on page 1 with the Platinum program with Trade Me, and you're looking at a LIM report. We're breaking down a signboard. You've got a signboard in there. Sorry, did I mention the LIM? I mentioned the LIM.
Yeah. The basically the social ads as well.
Social media
the
ads.
videography, the drone
video.
shots, and
Absolutely.
Things like that. So that's and like I said, video nowadays is actually very engaging with the buyers. I'm not too sure if you guys actually. I just need to actually slide it in. My Facebook page. I do it. I wear a wig. And then I call myself Mr. Chen. So that basically actually engages so many people. Looking at the property, and I've got people actually coming to the open homes calling me Mr. Chen. So it's working. It's working, and I'm not doing it because I'm not doing it because it's not me, but I'm just doing it because I need the engagement. I need to actually produce a result for my clients.
That's awesome. So hope that helps out. Today we're talking about free marketing versus investing in marketing as well, and hopefully the outcome that you've got from this will help you decide whether free marketing or investing in marketing to get the best exposure for your property when it is time to sell your home. Please, if you got any value out of this, click on the like button. Feel free to subscribe, and if you've got any questions, make sure you comment below. We would love to look at those comments. We do read through all the comments, and we will be happy to respond to them. Our contact details are also in the description below. And with that said, we'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now.
Bye.